Once upon a time, long, long ago, in a land filled with tall, snow-covered mountains and deep blue fjords, there lived a brave Viking named Harald. Harald was no ordinary Viking. He was a prince, and one day he would become the first king of a united Norway. His name was Harald Fairhair, which means Harald Fairhair, because his hair was long, golden, and beautiful, like the shining rays of the sun. Harald's journey to become king was a thrilling adventure. He was born into a time when Norway was made up of many small kingdoms, each ruled by different chiefs. These chiefs often fought with each other, and the people of Norway dreamed of a time when there would be peace. One day, Harald met a wise and kind princess named Gyda. She lived in another kingdom and had heard of Harald's bravery and wisdom. Harald liked Gyda very much and wanted to marry her. But Gyda was clever. She told Harald, "I will only marry the man who can unite all of Norway under one rule. I want a king who is strong enough to bring peace to this land." Harald thought long and hard. He realized that Gyda was right. The people of Norway needed one strong king to bring them together. Harald made a great promise. He would not cut his hair until he had united all the kingdoms of Norway and become their king. For years, Harald let his hair grow long and wild as he traveled across the country, fighting battles and making alliances with the chiefs. Harald's first big challenge came when he had to face the fierce chief of Trondelag. The chief had a mighty army, and he didn't want to give up his land. But Harald was brave and smart. He used his ship, a long and narrow dragon ship, to sneak up on the chief's forces. With the help of his loyal warriors, Harald won the battle and added Trondelag to his growing kingdom. But not all of Harald's adventures were battles. Along the way, he met some magical creatures who helped him. One night, while sailing through a thick fog, Harald and his men got lost at sea. The winds howled, and the waves crashed against their ship. Just when things seemed hopeless, a mysterious figure appeared on the water, a white bear glowing under the moonlight. The bear spoke in a deep, gentle voice. "Harald, follow me, and I will lead you to safety." Harald and his men followed the bear, and soon the fog lifted and they found their way to a small island. As a thank you, Harald promised to protect the bears of Norway, which is why, to this day, bears are respected in Norwegian forests. One of the most famous battles Harald fought was at Hafrsfjord, where the last of the chiefs who opposed him had gathered to stop him. The battle was fierce, with swords clashing and the sound of shields ringing out, but Harald and his warriors fought bravely, and in the end Harald was victorious. Finally, after many years, Harald had united all of Norway. He had kept his promise to Gyda, and now he could cut his hair. A great feast was held, and Harald's hair was trimmed and washed for the first time in 10 years. His long golden locks were now soft and shining, and everyone called him Harald Fairhair. With Norway united, Harald became the first king, and the land entered a time of peace. The people were happy, the seas were calm, and the forests were filled with the songs of birds. Harald ruled wisely for many years, and he never forgot the lessons he learned on his journey, the importance of courage, kindness, and keeping promises. And so, children, the story of Harald Fairhair, the Viking king who united Norway, is remembered in the fjords, mountains, and forests. His spirit still lives on in the land where Vikings once sailed and bears roam freely. Now, as you close your eyes and drift off to sleep, imagine yourself sailing through the calm Norwegian fjords with the sound of gentle waves and the distant call of seabirds. Perhaps if you listen closely, you might even hear the footsteps of a white bear guiding you through the misty waters, just like it did for King Harald long ago. Good night and sweet dreams, and don't forget to like and subscribe, little Vikings.